Hello Internet! Welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we did everything we could complete here at the Thieves' Hideout before heading on to the Haunted Wasteland, and this time, we're going to be heading on to the Haunted Wasteland, and this time, hello. Hey newcomer. Hi. Bye. We need to climb up here. Very tall ladder. Hello. Hey, rookie. Are you going into the desert? I'll open this gate for you, but you can't cross the desert unless you pass the two trials. The first trial is the River of Sand. You can't walk across this river. After you cross it, follow the flags we placed there. The second trial is the Phantom Guide. Those without eyes that can see the truth will only find themselves returning here. You're going anyway, aren't you? I won't stop you. Go ahead. Sorry for Mike Wazowskiing you. There we go. We have been given a way into the Haunted Wasteland. I keep forgetting the name of the place. I keep wanting to call it the, like, I can't even remember what I was going to call it now, so I guess it wasn't anything too significant. Hey. As you can see, beyond here is just desert, including those two rocks from Phoenix, Arizona. If you chase a mirage, the desert will swallow you. Only one path is true. We are going to need the Lens of Truth, and I would recommend going in with full magic. I think I'm probably close enough that who cares, but I don't know, I'd recommend full magic still. Let's head in. Such a cool transition. The Haunted Wasteland. It's harder to see here at night than it is during the day, so I'm going to change it to daytime. There we go. That is much better, but not much better. To start off, we're going to pass the first trial pretty easily, because in order to do so, you just need to have the long shot and reach one of these crates. Okay, I don't know why I didn't pass it immediately, but whatever. Now we're just going to do as that Gerude lady said and follow the flags. The Sandstorm is pretty hard to see through, so yeah, that's pointing over to this dock, so what's over here, you may ask? A magic carpet that we cannot reach. Even the long shot can't grab onto it because it's apparently hard as a rock. Lord knows how that makes sense. Keep him in mind for later. We'll be coming back when we get the dungeon item from the last dungeon we're going to be doing in this particular Let's Play, but if you're playing in the proper order, you'll be able to get over there already by the time you get through here. But again, I'm playing out of order because I never have before, and I wanted to do at least one dungeon out of order. In case you're new around here and are wondering why I'm doing this before the other one that I'm supposed to have already done. Yeah. It's just a matter of following the flags. And we can sort of already see the next, like, the end of the path over here. Or not the end, but there's this building. Once we get here, want to get a break from the sandstorm? Jump down into a large cave and don't break your legs. In here is a gold Skulltula, obviously. I kind of wish the big Oron sword could have hit it. That would have been satisfying, but whatever. It's our 86th one, and then these torches, which can be lit with either Din's Fire or a fire arrow. I'm going to trust that the pots have magic jars in them. Like, I'm really gonna hope for that, and then just light them using fire arrows, because we've never used them for anything. Yeah. That will open this, or cause this chest to appear behind us, which has 50 rupees. So it's not really worth wasting your magic, but whatever. And jars to break. Love breaking jars. There's not going to be magic. I'm pretty sure I can already tell. Oh, there's magic. Look at that. And a fairy. I already have all my jars, or bottles filled. I did fill a bottle with bugs before starting to record here, because we're going to be needing them pretty soon, but don't worry too much about that. Why is it... I guess because they needed to transition into the sandstorm effect again, but that was weird. That looked strange. That's fine, though. Want to head up to the top of this little tower here and read this tablet. One with the Eye of Truth shall be guided to the Spirit Temple by an inviting ghost.
I'll be your guide on your way, but coming back I won't play. I'll show you the only way to go, so follow me and don't be slow.
Alright, I appreciate your rhyming. Did you take lessons from Banjo-Kazooie Gruntilda? Yeah, we're going to follow this big Poe. That was a very Gruntilda rhyme. Just saying it sounded like I was supposed to be doing a witch voice. Okay, new enemy out here, levers. They dash in whatever direction you are when they come out of the ground, so you can avoid them by zigzagging, and you can also just roll to get out of their path, but they can get pretty annoying. Yeah, we have more than enough to follow this guy to the end, I think, because, we have not used barely any magic. Even if we didn't get the magic bar upgrade, this might have been fine. What magic bar? It's a meter. It's not a bar. If you are getting annoyed enough by the levers that they're, like, actually causing you troubles, just do spin attacks to kill them. That is the most efficient way to do so. But yeah, we can sort of see the path now. This Poe led us around in circles, but hey, we made it. Welcome to the Desert Colossus. And there's more levers here. I'm going to just sit around and kill levers for a while because there's something to show if you decide to spend your time doing that. There we go. That is a blue lever, or a purple lever because it's purple, but blue levers are one of the colors from the original game, so that's what I'm going to call it. It is slightly harder to kill, and more levers can spawn while you're fighting it, but when you do kill it, drop 60 rupees, which isn't bad. Levers are the last enemy in the game that, like, multiply like that. We've seen it previously with enemies like gays, which are also here, apparently. I didn't know there were gays here. That's cool. I like gays. Over there. I'm going to pull out the Megaton Hammer before getting over to it, but you do walk, like, kind of slow here because of the sand. You sink down into it a little bit if you take too long to move, and it does make it a little annoying. Apparently the Megaton Hammer won't work, so I do need to waste a bomb. Except it's not a waste because it's necessary. Just keep walking so I don't sink in, and here we are. The Great Fairy's Fountain. All the way out here. Yeah. We're going to play Zelda's Lullaby.
Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I will give you a magic spell. Please take it.
There we go. Neru's Love. Cast this to create a powerful protective barrier. It's defensive magic you can use with C.
Neru's Love is in effect for only a limited time, so use it carefully. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me.
Yeah. Our third and final magic spell costs 12 magic points to use, which is the most of any spell in the game. It acts as a shield against attacks and protects Link for a little bit under a minute. Yeah. It can be useful in rooms where you're at risk of getting hit a lot, but otherwise it costs so much magic that would better be used by Furor's Wind or Elemental Arrows, of which we only have one so far, but still. Yeah. It's fine, but it's not something I'm probably going to be using a lot. I don't think I even got this on my test playthrough, or if I did, I definitely didn't use it. And As a kid, I used it a lot, but that's just because I thought, oh, I'm struggling with the game. This will surely make it easier, and it probably did, but, you know, still costs a lot of magic. Back out here. Still going to be attacked by levers constantly. They are easier to deal with the Bigoron sword than the Master Sword, I will say. Although the big purple lever still takes a lot of hits, even with the Bigoron sword, so, you know, can't win them all. One way to avoid levers easily, though, is to just stand on any sort of rocks. They can't get up here, they can only go through the sand. And over here, we can see that suspicious-looking thing, so we are going to play the Song of Storms. This will cause it to rain, and it will cause this oasis to start filling up with water. This will continuously cause fairies to appear, which, yeah, that's pretty good to know. I didn't know this until I was doing research. I think I learned this during my test playthrough, but yeah, I mean, it looks suspicious, and it's a desert. Deserts are known for having oases, so I guess it makes sense enough. Yeah. All right. Going to try my best to avoid the levers because we are heading for the obvious landmark now. And I'm still going to take damage anyway, apparently. Who cares? As long as we can just continue to avoid them, it doesn't really matter. So, Sheik said something about a goddess of the desert, and that is what this appears to be. And are you kidding me? Let me have my moment, man. We're going to head inside. The Spirit Temple, right away. Flying jars in here. Not too big of a deal, and these ones aren't flying apparently, so I get to destroy them. Nice. You may be wondering, well, where's Sheik? Who knows? Who needs Sheik? Just give us a chance to explore for now. If you want to proceed to the past, you should return here with the pure heart of a child. Okay. Weirdo. If you want to travel to the future, you should return here with the power of silver from the past. So you're already sort of seeing what the gimmick here is gonna be. We also have Armos. Apparently they're actual Armos, okay. The Goron sword deals with them easily. I was almost certain these were just statues, but nope. I don't have my shield, okay. Thank God. First, there's this block. We cannot push or pull it. It is far too heavy even for an adult. Over here is a little crawly hole. It's far too small for an adult. So there's not much we can do in here right now. Let's just leave.
Past, present, future. The Master Sword is a ship with which you can sail upstream and downstream through Time's river. The port for that ship is in the Temple of Time. To restore the Desert Colossus and enter the Spirit Temple, you must travel back through Time's flow. Listen to this Requiem of Spirit. This melody will lead a child back to the desert.
You have learned the Requiem of Spirit. Keporage is still watching over us. Were you going in for a hug or something, Link? I would disappear mysteriously into a sandstorm too. Jeez. Just so I'm not assaulted by gays, I'm gonna head back into the Spirit Temple, but yeah. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we are going to be going back in time 7 years in order to actually try and do something here in the Spirit Temple. See you guys then.